I've got my stress relief tea. I just did some under eye patches, so my under eye is plump and bright, which we love. Shout out Patchology. I'm in my comfy, cozy clothes, which means I need to talk about my comfort movies. Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm a New York City-based life and style content creator. I'm also a full-time PhD student. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. How are you? I'm a movie warrior. I'm an AMC A-list. I grew up in a movie household. My parents watched movies. They took us to movies. We would just put on a movie and that would be family time. So I'm very thankful for that because I love going to the movies solo. I love going with friends. I love talking about movies. I watch movies for a lot of different reasons, whether it's for a good story or something that's really pretty to look at, or to get ideas for editing. But I also love watching movies just to have a safe space. What is a comfort movie? You're probably wondering. Sometimes you just want to be like, I want to watch a really good movie, one that I know is going to be really good. And that is my definition of a comfort movie. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Follow me on Letterboxd. I post really unserious reviews, to be honest. I do keep up with it very seriously. So if you're also a Letterboxd person, tap in. I've gotten so good at making tea too. Okay, so my first comfort movie is Ever After, directed by Andy Tennant, starring Drew Barrymore and Angelica Houston. It is by far one of my favorite movies ever. It's just so good. It's in my Letterboxd top 4, which is really, really big. There's just something about this movie that calms me, especially when I'm watching it in the summer. It's so good. It really is. Like, I wish I had more descriptions to use, but it's just a movie that is like the epitome of comfort for me. And it's adapted from Cinderella. I don't know. It's just, she's a reader, which I think I could relate to. The prince and her have good chemistry, and it's just top tier all the way around. Right now you can stream it on Hulu. I definitely recommend that you give it a go. It's very good and I love it. Next up, we have To All the Boys I Loved Before, directed by Michael Finari and Susan Johnson, starring Lana Condor, Noah Centineo. This movie, I remember distinctly when it dropped in 2018. It did numbers. It was so popular. It might be a perfect movie. I don't think I, in fact, have any notes. The soundtrack, magical. The production and costume design, impeccable. Taste. I watch this at least twice a year. Once in the summer, of course. It's my favorite of the trilogy. Yeah, no notes. Okay. Cool. Next up, we have Funny Face, directed by Stanley Donen, starring Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. This movie has some of the best wardrobe ensembles that I've ever come across in a movie, second maybe only to The Devil Wears Prada. It's a musical, which is fun. It leads to some really creative editing, which I adore. I love when I can watch a movie and walk away with new editing ideas, new interpretations of what you can do with footage. I think that's really interesting for me when I'm watching films. The age gap between Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire is a little weird. It's a little weird. I will acknowledge it. I will recognize it. I will put it on the record. I think for me, the music, the visuals, the production of it all is so much more engaging. So that's mostly what I watch it for. Then we have Enola Holmes. Enola Holmes is a Netflix film directed by Harry Bradbeer, starring Millie Bobby Brown and Louis Partridge. I mean, it's got action, it's got mystery, it's got all of that. It's got Henry Cavill and Sam Claflin, but at its core, it is just like a cute, kick your feet in the air type of movie. I love both of the movies that have come out in this franchise. I'm excited for the third one. I think this is some of Millie's best work, if I'm honest. I was a Stranger Things girly, but I think this is some of her best work. I'm declaring this a safe space because what I'm about to say is so unserious. However, I need it to just be my truth. The next movie on this list is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, directed by Mike Newell, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. This is just such an extreme case of whitewashing. It's it would be funny if it wasn't just kind of infuriating, but I was still locked in. The action, the time travel, the enemies to lovers, I'm watching it every time. Yeah, it is problematic. It's problematic wave. Next on this list, we have another pretty much perfect film, which is The Parent Trap, directed by Nancy Meyer, starring Lindsay Lohan, Dennis Quaid, and Natasha Richardson. First of all, Lindsay Lohan was extraordinary in this movie. The vibe that I want to emulate through my clothing was all present in the wardrobe trailer of this set. Like every single thing, every single character wore, that's what I want in my closet. But yeah, I love The Parent Trap. It's got shenanigans, the twins are in cahoots, it's got the comedy, it's got the drama, it's got the romance. 10 out of 10. We have The Cheetah Girls 2, directed by Kenny Ortega, starring Raven Simone, Adrienne Bailon, Sabrina Bryan, and Kiwi Williams. This is maybe my favorite Disney Channel movie, and I was a Disney Channel kid, so that's a big thing. So Cheetah Girls, girl group, they sing, they dance, they travel to Barcelona for a singing competition. Musical numbers, unmatched. Barcelona, stunning. Drama, there. Literally so good. Disney Plus. Stream it. It's great. I'm just like other girls, and I was very much obsessed with the dystopian book to movie adaptation phenomenon of the 2010s. One of my cover movies has to be Hunger Games: Catching Fire, directed by Francis Lawrence, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson and Sam Claflin. We love a little Finnick Odair moment. The second one specifically, best of the franchise, in my opinion. The Arena, a clock, are we kidding? Genius. That scene with Katniss and Cinna shook me to my core. I distinctly remember leaving that theater gagged. I was like, oh my God, what did I just watch? I think this is a comfort movie more for the nostalgia aspect rather than like it's not really a calm movie at all. It's not a cute movie. So yeah, Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Tune in. I don't know what streaming service it's on, but I'm sure it's on one of them. Okay, next up we have Monte Carlo, directed by Thomas Bazooka, starring Selena Gomez, Leighton Meester, and Katie Cassidy. It's about 3 gals who travel to Paris, and through some shenanigans, a common theme of these movies is shenanigans. I need a film to have shenanigans, otherwise what are we doing? Through a timeline of shenanigans, they end up in Monte Carlo, but there's adventure, there's travel, there's cute boys, there's fun fashion. My only gripe with this movie is that you can literally never find it on streaming services. I don't know why. I always have to rent this, and at this point, it would probably be more financially responsible to buy it. Someone get the rights. Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, I'm looking at you. My last movie is actually just a general category of movies, and it is most romantic comedies premiering between 1989 and 2014. There is nothing, in my opinion, like the dramedies of the 90s, aughts, and 2010s. Nothing like it. It is an aesthetic that is not easily replicated, but should be studied and preserved because it is a national treasure. There are literally so many of them, though, that I'm just gonna have to do a quick speed round and just list a bunch, because I also feel like people always ask, like, what are movies that fit this vibe? And I can help because I know a lot of them that are good. Get your pen and paper ready. When Harry Met Sally, You've Got Mail, Charlie's Angels, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, 13 Going on 30, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, Freaky Friday, Sleepover, A Cinderella Story, Princess Diaries, Hitch, The Wedding Date, Yours, Mine, and Ours, Aquamarine, She's the Man, Just My Luck, The Devil Wears Prada, Bratz, 27 Dresses, Picture This, Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, Confessions of a Shopaholic, Bride Wars, Leap Year, Easy A, Something Borrowed, This Means War. Those are all of my comfort movies, things that I watch when I want to be in a good mood, a calm mood, when I want to enjoy the movie-going experience without risking my time and effort. I'm going to probably put on one of these. I love them all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comfort movies down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And if you recommend it, I will tune in. I will go and watch, and I'll report back with feedback. I love a film. I love a movie. They're my favorite. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well and follow me on Instagram, TikTok while it's still around. If you enjoyed this video, I will see you on Sunday. Bye.